Hey y'all, so coming on here to tell y'all about a story time. Now this specific story time really took me out the game when it came to freaking, people that's not in my country. Because they gonna make me go to jail. I don't wanna go to jail. So let's get into it. Story starts off as we're talking, we're conversing. I'm asking her like, have you ever tried what we gonna call this? Because we can't, say that word on here. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call it the M. And it's, not no C or nothing, the other stuff. But anyway, sorry y'all. So yeah, we're talking, we're conversing. I'm asking her about her. It's kind of like one of those Tinder sites, stuff like that I met her off of. So I'm talking to her, we're conversing, we're getting along pretty good and stuff like that. She's like older than me. At the time I was like, how old was I don't know, maybe like 19, 20 or something like that. But I didn't care. I'm like, friends are friends, And it was pretty cool that she wasn't even from my country, so she could teach me some stuff. So we're talking, and freaking, I asked her, I'm like, have you ever tried M? And she's like, yeah, I've tried M. And I was cool with it. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, so do you want to meet up and we can do M together and just talk, have fun? She said, yeah, sure. I'm like, are you sure that you tried it? And she's like, yeah, I have. She said that somebody in her country gave it to her and she was okay with it. So I'm like, okay, you grown, I'm grown. If you say you okay with it, you can take it, then cool. So we meet up. I get to her house. Mind you, I roll one up before I even get to her house. Like, I roll it up so we can go ahead and smoke it on the way to go get some food. Because you already know we gotta go get some food. So, freaking, I already hit it sometimes. Because she took some time coming out the house talking about her husband's about to leave. She's trying to say goodbye to him. He's about to go to work and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm outside waiting. And I decided to smoke it a little bit. So I hit it about 3 or 4 times. And she comes outside and she's like, sorry for the wait and stuff like that. I just have to say goodbye to him because he's gonna be at work all day. I said, okay, that's fine. And she said I have to tell him where I was going. I'm like, okay, that's fine, it's cool. So she gets in the car and I'm like, here you go. I already smoked this a couple times, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand it to you. So she's like, okay. So one, I don't even know how to I don't have no props to even show y'all how she was holding it. Like, she was holding it weird. I'm like, I don't have nothing. Like, that's how she was holding it. Like that. And I'm like, that was the first. What are you doing, But I'm like, whatever, people do it different ways. So I'm like, okay. So she started smoking it, and for her to be like, mind you, y'all, I don't think I've told y'all, she only tried it one time, and she said she's good with it. And I'm like, okay, well, if you said you're good with it, then you're good with it, I gotta keep fixing my hair because you see this stringy, it's doing too much. Like, how many girls can say, like, when their hair is messed up, they gotta keep messing with it to it look good? Like, I don't know. But anyway, back to the story. Freaking, she hits it, and she hits it again, and she hits it again. I don't know if y'all heard that, but she hits it again. I know I ain't crazy. But anyway, she hits it again. She hits it about a good 4 or 5 times, you guys. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she's like, how many times do I smoke this? I'm like, man, as many times as you want to smoke it. So she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it back to you. I'm like, okay. So y'all, at this point we're driving already. She tries to hand it back to me and it drops. It drops. Lit. It drops. So at this point, we pulling up to McDonald's and we're in a line. We're ordering and stuff, but I'm still trying to find the M, you know? And I'm trying to find it before it like burns holes and stuff like that in the cord. So we don't find it. Long story short, we don't find it. She dropped it in the car, and even though a car is such a small space, we don't find it. We can't find it. And I'm like, okay, whatever it does, because I'm like, we didn't look. I didn't look. I even put the car on park because at this point we're at the pay window. So I'm trying to get the money and I'm still trying to kind of move fast to try to find it, but we can't find it. So we just had to leave it as that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Leave it where it's at. I'm leave it where it's at, and I'm gonna roll another one. So we get our food. I park at McDonald's. I'm just parking there because I'm like, where else is we gonna go? We're not going to your house. We're not going to my house. We're just talking. So we're just out and about. We got our food. I'm rolling another one because we lost that one. Of course, I'm like, I'm gonna find it later, you know. So it's okay. Well, I should find it later. I thought I was gonna find it later. I never found it. I'm like, did it just disappear? It's missing in action. So I'm like, whatever. But I roll another one. I roll a freaking another one. I smoke it a couple more times. I hand it to her. She's puffing it. She's here. She's doing all that, like, and I'm just still thinking in my head, like, girl, you said you did it one time. Like, if you do it like this, you must have did it a bunch of times. I'm thinking this in my head because I don't want to say this, you know, to her. Cause I'm like, I said she know what the hell she's doing. Trading. And of course, he goes in there and he's cutting the tunes up way high, like kids do. Way high. Oh, this damn. Yes, this is my son's room. But yeah, he just wanted to get something to eat. But we gotta go to the grocery store. So when everyone gets up, we're gonna go to the grocery store. So yeah, so she's just puffing. Mind you, she already done puffed the first one before she dropped it. So now she's puffing this one. So I'm like, I have no problem with you puffing it, but I'm just like, I'm worried because this is not that 50. It's not. I think you probably had 50 and you're puffing the fire like that. And I'm worried about you. So, but yeah, again, still thinking she's grown. She got this. Y'all, we're sitting there, we're talking. She's telling me about her country and stuff like that. And moment of silence. She is telling me at this point, she stops in mid-sentence. She's telling me, hey, I gotta do her voice. You guys gotta do her voice because she's, you know, not from here. She's like, what is this I am feeling? Like, what's wrong with you? She said, my chest, it's beating really fast. She said, yeah, feel it. So I'm feeling it, and it is beating fast, she said. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, do you feel okay besides that? She said, I'm like, what's going on over there? You all right? She said, I gotta take my clothes off. I gotta get naked. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. What's going on over here? Do you need me to take you back home? She said, I just need to get naked. I'm like, no, you don't. We're out in public. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is... So in my head, I'm like, nah, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because I know how to handle what I smoke and I know my limits, but apparently she didn't. And I've done this myself, but around my son's dad, and he saw me hallucinate, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't fun. So now I'm getting the end of that, the stick with someone else. So I'm like, I call him. I'm like, hello. I don't know what to do. She's doing this and this and this. He's like, you're just gonna have to let it happen. She smoked too much. I'm like, but she's over here doing the most. Just doing the most. I don't want to go to jail. She's doing the most. He's like, there's nothing you can really do. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm taking her home. Taking her home. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. It's just her. She's just making it seem like it's really bad. And I'm about to start waking up myself. So let me take her home. So he's like, call me if you need me. I'm like, okay. And he told me to put like a cold rag or something like that on her to see if it helps. So I take her to the house, and she's still aware of kind of what's going on. She's just high as heck. So I took her to the house. We pulled up to the house, and I told her, you're home. We're gonna go ahead and let you go in here. She's like, please, my husband's at work. He doesn't know that I'm doing this. He doesn't know that I'm doing this. Please, just help me in here. I'm like, she said, please don't tell him, please. I'm like, okay. All right, okay. So I'm gonna take you in here. So I take her in there, getting settled. Getting her settled. I'm trying to get her settled, and I'll put the cold rag on her. I make her lay down in her bed. She gets naked because she was trying to get naked in the car. She gets naked, and I like girls a little bit, you know. So I was looking. I was looking at her taking clothes off, and her body looked nice with the clothes on. And when she took it off, saggy everywhere, no firm. Bone her down, saggy everywhere. I was not turned on. It went down. You know, I don't have a, bone her down. You have an old lady body. Now I really want to step out the door. I do want to make sure, okay, but I want to step out the door because I'm kind of grossed out because your body doesn't. I'm not shaming nobody's body, but this is what I was thinking at that time, and I was young. So I'm like, I'm ready to go. So she's like, please don't leave. Please, I don't feel good. I'm like, is she getting louder? Am I going to go to jail? Because I provided you with this, but you put it to your list, so I'm going to go to jail. I called her again, like, am I going to go to jail? Because I don't want to go to jail. I provided this stuff, but I don't think she knows she really smoked when she smoked it that one time. At the same time, she only did it one time, so why she's puffing these many times? He's like, you're not going to go to jail. You're not going to go to jail. I'm like, Trey, she's probably going to get tripped to the hospital or something. I don't know. He's like, just leave, get out of there. But mind you, I told her I would have to leave at like 8 or something anyway, because I have to go get my son from daycare. So I told her, like, I'm gonna have to leave. She starts hollering to me, please, my husband's fire, I don't feel good, I need to go to the hospital. I'm like, well, I cannot take you there. I have to go get my son. That's definitely first. She's like, my husband does not know about this. It does not know. Please don't tell him. I'm like, well, we're gonna have to at this point, because I can't stay here with you the whole time. I can't. I'm like, you need to go to sleep. When you wake up, you won't feel like this. She's like, I can't go to sleep. I'm freaking out. I'm like, yo, I am not good in these type of situations. I'm telling you, I was this close to losing my cranium. I was this close for losing my top. So I get her in the bed. I'm like, you need to call your husband. Tell him he needs to come home because you don't feel good. So we trying to come up with a plan on what we're gonna say. So we came up with a plan. McDonald's made her stomach upset, and maybe, you know, she just needs to go to the hospital. Stomach pump. I don't know. She needs something. We're just gonna say the McDonald's did it though. So we call him. She's talking to him and stuff like that. She can't really talk and stuff like that. She gives me the phone. So I'm telling him, like, yeah, the McDonald's made her stomach upset. She just said she doesn't feel really good. I need you to take her to the hospital, but I have to go get my son, so I have to leave. I can't stay here with her. He's like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, he's super concerned. What's wrong? What's this? What's that? I'm like, she had this and this and this, and that is all. That's all I know about as of right now. But I do know you need to get here because she's requesting you at this point, and I cannot stay here. He's like, I'm at work. Like, I can't. I'm like, sir, please, because she is not trying to let me leave, and I have to go. He said, okay, can you just stay there with her for 5-10 minutes, and I'm about to see if I can leave. I'm like, okay. He hangs up, and she's like, I really appreciate you for staying here with me. Please don't go till he gets here, though. I'm like, y'all, it's 8:30. The center closed at 9. It's 8:30. So now, I don't think it closed at 9. I think it closed at 11. But my time to get my son is at 9. So, it's getting about that time. But it wasn't super far. But husband was not going to make it there. He was not going to make it there by the time for me to have to go pick my son up on time, you know? So, I'm like, okay, I'll stay. Because, y'all, she was going to try to tackle me, break me down to the floor if I didn't say that. So, I'm like, I had to figure out a quick way. Quick way to get up out of there, quick way. I had to figure out a way. Because at this point, I'm still nervous. She's hallucinating, freaking out, or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, I just can't do this no more. It's been going on for a really long time. Really just, I can't do this no more. No more. So, I told her I'm going to go in the kitchen and get some water. She said, okay, hurry up back. Y'all, mind you, she's in the bed. She's laying down. She doesn't feel good. I go down the hallway. I feel like I'm about to go in the kitchen. And I'm out the door. Cause what the hell? You're not about to keep me here, Cactus. That's kind of what it feels like that's going on right here. I can't leave because you don't feel good until your husband gets here. I got a son to attend to also. I gotta go. I can't do this no more. You're gonna make me freak out just like you're freaking out. And that's not good. That's not good. And we're both freaking out. Somebody gonna spill the beans. It might be you, it might not be me, but somebody gonna spill the beans. And I'm not gonna be here for when the beans do be spilled. Because then he's probably gonna try to call the police on me because I don't know how y'all operate. I don't know how y'all operate from where y'all came from. They haven't even been there for that long. Been here in the States. So I'm like, I told her I was gonna stay, but as soon as I got that opportunity, I was out the door. I ran to my car and I hurried up and pulled off. I had to go because I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like, I felt bad for the way that I left, but husband, he was gonna be on the way. He was gonna be on the way. And I'm like, you're not about to call the police on me or anything like that. And then we was lying to him at that. I gotta go. I have to go. I can't stay here. I can't. So, him out the door, gone, pushing the pedal to the metal, out the complex, all that. I called, my son's out like, yeah, I had to go. I couldn't take it. She wouldn't let me leave. She was holding me captive. I'm out of that situation. No, that will never happen again. That will never happen again. I have to physically see you smoke before me, before I smoke with you. So I know you can handle it, because no, I'm not doing it no more. From there, I've never done that again. I would never do that again. That would never happen again. That was so scary. Now I know how my son's dad felt when I tried it for the first time, and I was freaking out, because I was really freaking out, y'all. I was really freaking out. The video's so old that I don't know where the video is, but I was freaking out. I was freaking out. It was so terrible. It turned from a good time to a really, really, really bad time. I mean, it could have been worse than that, but it was terrible. And man, I don't even know. I didn't even know what to say after that. Besides, excuse me, I'm not doing that no more. That's not happening no more. I thought I'm gonna go to jail for supplying her with it, but she said that she wanted to do it, so that's why I brought it. I'm just like, no, that will never happen again. That will never happen again. I had to take, see this wig. I don't know. I feel like I need a longer one. The short one is cool, I guess. I still feel like I need a longer one. But yeah, that's my story time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like this page, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to know.